Namaskara. My name is Sourabha Rao. I am a writer and poet. Today I am thrilled to talk a little bit about the Vitthala temple. Behind me you can see the glorious, although half-ruined tower of the temple. It's from the 15th century. The temple complex is so vast, you can imagine that it was not built in just 1 year. During the time of Devaraya II, the temple was started to be built, and it continued even in the time of the great Sri Krishna Devaraya in the 16th century as well. The Vitthala temple, also known as the Vijaya Vitthala temple, is what you can call the poster temple, if you will, for Hampi, and it's one that every traveler, every seeker of beauty, art and architecture, and every history buff would want to see when they're here. So let's dive into it today. To behold beauty is a sweet burden. Each ornate detail, each tower, each gateway stands mirroring mastery that cared about creating art, and with it, beauty. Here, warriors and their stallions are etched in the seeming eternity of stone's silence. Along with them, swans, a softening, delightful dichotomies of the world, strong enough to support grand pillars that stand elegant and embellished. Even the most fierce avatars of the gods are softened, as it were, by the regal grace of art all around them. Our gods had sentient vehicles, some of whom attained divinity in their own right. How then could we not have a shrine dedicated to Garuda, the Vahana of Vishnu, Vitthala, the primary residing god? A shrine that is so splendidly carved into a timeless chariot, making even the most hard-hearted melt before its enchantment. And then there are pillars that sing in this temple. Quite literally, all 56 of them. Beyond all metaphors and all allegories. A gentle tap and you invoke and evoke music. Percussion, wind, string, all emerging from stone. Vitthala temple, partially ruined and yet an absolute sensorial celebration. On the ceilings, lotuses remain abloom, always. When you lift your eyes up to them, what fragrances fill your heart? Have you looked closely at the dancers, the musicians, the drummers adorning more pillars? This was a civilization that celebrated arts zealously, unabashedly. Could we witness more stories, more mystical, mythological characters, you ask? Have you stood before Prahlada, a devout Vishnu worshipper, watching his naysaying father Hiranyakashipu being slayed by Narasimha, the very avatar of Vishnu? What emotions churn within you when you behold this story? There are goddesses here who reside along with the gods, who tell you a thing or two about righteous anger. All the rasas flow and mingle in this temple complex. Here, the human and the more than human worlds coexist too. All heart and all mind and all glory. In our ability to marvel, may we remain mindful to preserve these still stones that tell moving stories. May this sacred space continue to soften our hearts and wake more of us to the privilege that wonder is.